The psychology of people who love staying at home. Why some people feel happiest inside their own world. Have you ever met someone who genuinely loves staying at home? Not because they're sad, not because they have no friends, but because home feels like peace. While the world celebrates loud parties, busy weekends, and outside-is-life energy, some people feel their best in quiet rooms, soft lighting, and familiar walls. So what's really going on psychologically? Let's explore it. 1. Home is their energy source. The famous psychiatrist Carl Jung introduced the idea of introversion and extroversion. Introverts don't hate people, they just recharge differently. For them, social interaction equals energy out. Solitude equals energy in. After a long day around people, their mind feels overstimulated. Noise lingers, conversations replay, emotions stack up. Home becomes their reset button. It's not isolation, it's restoration. When they close the door behind them, their nervous system finally relaxes, and that relief feels amazing. 2. Home means control, and control feels safe. Psychologically, humans crave a sense of control. Outside the home, you deal with traffic, unpredictable people, noise, social expectations. At home, you control the temperature, the sounds, the lighting, the schedule. That control reduces stress hormones like cortisol. The brain feels safe, and when the brain feels safe, the body relaxes. For many home lovers, peace is more valuable than excitement. They're not avoiding life, they're choosing calm. 3. They have a rich inner world. Some people need constant stimulation from the outside world. Others, their mind is enough. Writers, thinkers, gamers, artists, planners, many thrive in solitude because their imagination is active. Take Emily Dickinson, for example. She lived much of her life indoors, yet created poetry that still moves people today. People who love staying home often reflect deeply, think long thoughts, create privately, daydream often. Silence doesn't scare them, it speaks to them. 4. They prefer depth over noise. There are people who feel alive in big crowds, and there are people who feel invisible in big crowds. Home-loving personalities usually prefer 2 close friends over 20 casual ones, deep conversations over small talk, meaningful connection over popularity. They don't dislike people. They dislike shallow interaction. They're selective with their energy because energy is precious. And honestly, that's emotional intelligence. 5. Their dopamine works differently. Dopamine is the brain's reward chemical. For some people, dopamine spikes from loud events, social media attention, new environments. But for home-oriented personalities, dopamine comes from finishing a book, cleaning their space, watching a series, learning something new, organizing their thoughts. Platforms like Netflix or even reading quietly at night can feel just as satisfying as a party. Their happiness isn't loud. It's steady, and steady happiness is powerful. 6. It's not always social anxiety. Now, let's be honest. Sometimes staying home can be connected to social anxiety. If someone avoids going out because of fear of judgment, panic attacks, constant overthinking, that's different. The key question is this: are they staying home because they're afraid or because they genuinely prefer it? There's a big psychological difference between choice and avoidance. One is personality, the other might need support. But loving your own company? That's not a disorder, that's self-comfort. 7. The world has changed. Modern life makes staying home easier than ever. You can work remotely, order food, stream movies, connect online. Companies like Amazon have made home convenience part of daily life. So loving home today isn't strange, it's adaptive. The world came indoors, and some personalities were already built for that. 8. Home is their sanctuary, not their cage. There's a big misunderstanding about people who love staying home. They're often labeled as lazy, boring, unambitious, antisocial, but that's rarely true. Many of them are deep thinkers, creative builders, emotionally aware, observers of human behavior. They just don't need noise to feel alive. Their peace is internal, and that's a quiet strength. Final thought: if you love staying at home, you're not weird, you're not missing out. You simply process the world differently. Some people chase stimulation, others cultivate stillness. And in a world that never stops moving, the ability to sit in your own space, comfortably, confidently, peacefully, is rare. Home isn't where they hide, it's where they become themselves.